Namaste and hello everyone. Welcome to today's in-depth analysis here in India and indeed across the world, across the United States. The recent announcement of the new tariffs imposed by the Trump administration on Indian goods has sparked a considerable discussion and frankly, it's a concern. These aren't just abstract trade numbers, they have the potential to directly impact what you as a consumer pay for everyday items. Over the next few minutes, we are going to decode these new tariffs. We will break it down exactly what they are, which sectors are most affected, and crucially, what the likely consequence will be for consumers both here in India and for those buying Indian products abroad. We'll cut through the political jargon and focus on the real world implications for your wallet and purchasing power. So stay with us as we delve into the detail of the Trump's Indian tariff and what they truly mean for you. Firstly, let us establish the basics. A tariff is essentially a tax imposed by a government on goods imported from another country. The aim is to often protect the domestic industry by making imported goods more expensive, thus encouraging consumers to buy locally produced items. In this case, Trump administration has announced a significant 25% tariff on wide range of goods coming from India, effective August 1st, 2025, which is today. Now the key question is, which goods are we talking about here? While the full list is extensive, several significant sectors are likely to be heavily impacted. These include electronics such as certain components and finished products, automotive parts, and potentially even the vehicles, textiles and apparels, gems and jewelry, and various agriculture products. Think about the smartphones you might buy, the components in your car, the clothes you wear. Many of these could see a price adjustment. It is important to understand that this isn't a blanket tariff on all Indian goods, but it does cover a substantial portion of the trade between the two nations. The rationale cited by the US administration often revolves around a fair trade practice and protecting American jobs. However, the immediate repercussions are felt by the businesses involved in importing and exporting these goods and ultimately by the consumers who purchase them. For us here in India, the impact might seem less direct as these are tariffs imposed by the US. However, the ripple effects can be significant. Indian manufacturers who heavily rely on exports to the American market will face a major hurdle. Their goods will suddenly become 25% more expensive for the US buyers, potentially leading to a decrease in demand. This reduced demand can have several consequences here in India. Firstly, manufacturers might have to scale back production, potentially leading to the job losses in export-oriented sectors. Secondly, these manufacturers might try to sell more of their goods domestically. While this could initially seems like a good thing, an oversupply in the local market for certain goods could eventually lead to price drops, which might negatively affect the profitability of these businesses and the livelihood of of the people employed by them. Furthermore, the imposition of these tariffs could strain the overall economic relationship between India and the United States. This could lead to retaliatory measures from the Indian government, potentially imposing tariffs on the American goods coming into India. If that happens, Indian consumers could then directly face higher price on imported American products. At the same time, it is complex web of interconnected economies. Beyond the immediate economic impact, there is also a psychological effect, uncertainty, and also perception. The uncertainty in trade relations can affect business confidence and investment, which can have long-term consequence for the Indian economic growth and job creation. Across the ocean in the United States, consumers were likely to experience a more direct impact on the prices they pay. American businesses that import goods from India will essentially face a 25% increase in their cost. While some of these businesses might absorb some of the cost to remain competitive, it is highly likely that a significant portion will be passed on to the consumer in the form of higher price at the point of checkout. Think about those electronics, the apparel, the jewelry, and the American consumers have come to rely on, often due to their competitive pricing and quality. These could become noticeably more expensive. This will affect household budgets, potentially leading consumers to either pay more for the same good or seek out cheaper alternatives, possibly of a lower quality or from a different country. Furthermore, the American business that rely on Indian-made components for their manufacturing process could also face increased cost. This could then translate into higher price for American-made finished goods as well. The impact can be felt across various sectors of the US economy. There is also potential for reduced choices. If some Indian exporters find it too difficult to compete in the US market due to the tariffs, American consumers might have fewer options available for basically satisfying their needs. This lack of competition could also contribute to higher prices in the long run. So, what can consumers do in the face of these rising tariffs? While the broader economic forces are at play, there are some steps individuals can consider. So, here in India, keep an eye on how domestic prices of the export oriented goods might fluctuate. Support local businesses wherever possible. If retaliatory tariffs are imposed on US goods, be aware of the potential price change on those imports as well. Staying informed about the economic development will be the key here. For those of you who buy Indian goods, be prepared for potential price increases. Compare prices across different retailers and consider whether there are alternatives products from other countries. Keep an eye on sales and discounts. You might also want to research the origin of the products you buy to understand if they are likely to be affected by these tariffs. Ultimately, these tariffs are a reminder of the interconnectedness of the global economy. Actions taken by one nation can have tangible consequences for consumers across the world. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for making informed purchasing decisions, for engaging in discussions about the trade policy. We hope this in-depth analysis has helped you decode the complexity of the new Trump administration's tariff on Indian goods and understand what they mean for you as a consumer. And I encourage you to share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. What products do you think will be most affected? How might these tariffs impact your spending habits? And if you found this video informative, please like and share with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more insightful analysis on the economic and global affairs. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Stay informed.